Hi, ni hao, I'm Chef Tom. I had another request from my Facebook friends. It's getting cold out. They want to learn how to make some warm Asian beef stew. And I got some ingredients from my fridge. I got onion, carrot, celery, and there's a shitake mushroom. I'm gonna use potatoes and some tomatoes. And one of the best ingredients for Asian beef stew, like sometimes they make beef noodle soup, 牛肉面. This is a good one. You can go to the Asian store, very inexpensive. The ingredients are, they have cinnamon, fennels, ginger, cumin, and cloves. And they come in the package like this. And you just put it into your soup pot and then let them cook. And one thing about, great things about this is all the spices in this package. So they will not come out, you know, because those dry herbs are very bitter in taste. And I also got some garden rosemary. I'm gonna eat a little bit. Well, first I'm gonna cut the tomatoes. I'm just gonna cut like wedges like that. Very simple to make at home. And there's the Yukon Go potatoes. Just like that. And I don't have the stew meat, so I'm using one of my ribeye steak. It's okay. Got a little fat on it, which is okay. I'm just gonna cut like a strip. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stir fry and bring out the flavor to all the vegetable and the meat. And then I'm gonna put down to simmer for 45 minutes. And let them slow cook. Just a little bit of rosemary, not much. I don't want the rosemary carry out too much flavor on the soup, but just use a little bit since I had it. That's good enough. Put it on the side. And this is a very important wine I like to introduce to people, Szechuan wine. Szechuan wine is a good cooking wine for like making soup, especially with good protein. Alright, show you how to cook it. I heat my deep frying pan, high heat, some cooking oil, a little ginger. Ginger is really good for making soup and making stew. Until fragrance, I add my meat in. Just give them a nice seared and stir fry with ginger and garlic. Smells really good. There we go. And I add a little bit of Szechuan wine. Oh yeah. Soy sauce. A little bit first. And the oyster sauce. And a quick stir like that. About 30 seconds. We just want to have the meat have nice flavor. But we don't want to like overcook the meat because we're gonna let the meat nice cook with the flavor and then let them simmer with all the vegetable and the sauce for half hour to 45 minutes. And that's good. Now it's the time to add all the vegetable in. I like to show you how to cook at home. Simple, not complicated, you know. We got more vegetable here than the meat. I think it's about like 5 cups of vegetable. Here, give them a quick stir. Stir for like a couple minutes. After a couple minutes, I add my beef stock. I got 3 cups of the beef stock here. This is perfect. You want the stock just cover up your ingredient plus more. And now we're gonna cover up to bring the soup or sauce to a boil, and then we're gonna add seasoning. After 2 to 3 minutes, just bring up to a boil. What I like to do is I'm gonna add some hot chili flake. I like it spicy, like this. And then a pinch of black pepper. Really good with the beef. Now, I'm gonna add the soy sauce. I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon first. If you have dark soy sauce, that will be a good time to use. And usually I can just tell by the color. 1, 2, 3. Let me try 3 tablespoons. Okay, like this. We can always add later. And then I got the tomato paste. 1 good tablespoon. I like tomato paste, really good with the soup or stew making. There we go. I give them a quick stir and let the soup bring up to the boil. And then we're gonna give them a quick try. Wow, delicious. The flavor is beautiful. And you have to know making stew, right? Because you're gonna let them simmer for 35 minutes to 45 minutes and the flavor is gonna be stronger and saltier. So this have to go by the experience. So now I put 3 tablespoons soy sauce, which is perfect for me. I know it's gonna be much saltier later and the flavor is more flavorful. So now I got this special pack I show you. And I put in a little bit rosemary from the garden. And I got some Szechuan peppercorn. Szechuan peppercorn is really good to making beef stew. Put some in, okay? Like this. Yes. You see the soup is boiling, everything else? Good. Now we're gonna let them put it to simmer. Because we don't want the meat to getting tough, overcooked. So I'm gonna put it to simmer. Like that. And let them slow cook. Or you can put it in the crock pot, which is good. And I got this Rachel Ray the soup pot too. Or you can put it in and put it in the oven for 350 and for like 1 hour. That's good too. So anyway, but I just want to simple and show you can make this at home. And just like that. A little bit too strong. Too high, I mean the temperature. Lower. You want them slow cook. Let all the flavor, onion, carrot, potatoes, mushroom, and the flavor come out. So occasionally after like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, come in and give it a check and give it a little stir. Okay? But after 15 minutes, I want to introduce to you this. You've probably seen this before. I have this ginger honey. And I'm going to add a little bit of sweetness to it. Beautiful. Smells so good. Just a little bit. My kids will love it. Like this. Like a less than 1 tablespoon. And give them a quick stir. And now I can see the potatoes and the carrots start soften. And the tomatoes paste and the tomatoes, the juice coming out, which is really good. I'm gonna give them a quick try. Every time I stir and check on my stew, I give them a try. Oh my goodness. Woo! Yummy! Very nice. I can taste the rosemary, and that's we call the spice powder bag for this stew. Beautiful, and it's great to serve with bread or pasta or rice. I'm gonna cover back up, and I see you later. After half-hour simmer, and what I usually do is you see the top. There's some peppercorn. I like to get some peppercorn out because peppercorn will numb you, and then some people don't like the taste. I'm just gonna take as much as I can, like that. Skim out a little bit, okay. And then I give them a quick try. So nutrition. Look at all the color, the vegetables, the tomatoes. Ah, beautiful. Yeah, the tomatoes already cooked through. And I want to make sure the potato is soft. Perfect. Nice and soft. Alright. Give them a quick try. Make sure all the flavor is good. Wow. Delicious. This is perfect for me. After half-hour simmer, 10 minutes of stir fry and prepare the cooking.